Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and stay tuned by clicking the bell icon. No excuses. Born without legs, Zion Clark to appear again on America's Got Talent. Zion Clark was set to appear on America's Got Talent before a panel of celebrity judges in a television episode to be watched by millions earlier this summer. But the former Massillon resident wasn't nervous. This was a challenge. This was a big moment. Obstacles and adversity, however, were not new to Clark. Born without legs due to a condition known as caudal regression syndrome, he had been moved from foster home to foster home while growing up until he was adopted as a high school senior. And he went on to become a champion wrestler both at Massillon's Washington High School and at Kent State University at Tuscarawas. So Clark was calm and cool before he wowed the America's Got Talent judges with a physical fitness routine that left audience members cheering and astonished. The thickly muscled athlete bench pressed a barbell loaded with weights, completed one-armed pull-ups, and hopped up and down from a 24-inch high box, followed by a back flip. Rounding out the series of feats, Clark swiftly climbed across a jungle gym upside down. 4 million East's Massillon's Zion Clark amazes judges on America's Got Talent. Finishing the performance, he climbed up a rope before hanging upside down. "I came a long way," the 25-year-old California resident told the Canton Repository in a recent phone interview. "I used to be super nervous. Definitely wrestling in college and big matches, and my MMA, mixed martial arts, fight made me more comfortable being in front of a big crowd. Crediting his family, mother, and God for setting me up with this good life." Clark said that any obstacle that's in front of me, I feel with a calm mind and pure soul I can do fine every time. "With AGT, I just enjoyed myself." Speaking about his appearance on the popular television show, Clark sounded confident and resolute. Qualities he plans to carry with him when he appears on America's Got Talent again in September. Clark's representative and manager, Craig Levinson, said he expects Clark to perform again on AGT, but the specific show date hasn't been announced yet. America's Got Talent, which is seen at 8 p.m. Eastern Time on Tuesdays and Wednesdays on NBC, showcases performers with unique and distinguished talents competing for a $1 million prize and a spot in the America's Got Talent Las Vegas residency. Viewers determine the finalists and winner by voting online. "I didn't really prep too much for it," Clark said. "I trained for MMA, and when you're training, my teammates are such a high caliber. When you've got somebody like that, who is pushing your limits past the point of no return, going and doing AGT is easy work because when it comes down to the wire, MMA or wrestling or any martial arts, it's more taxing than what weightlifting will ever be. I feel that weightlifting is great, but fighting a grown man is way harder." Levinson spotted Clark when he bench pressed on the show. To witness that live act and just see him flawlessly execute his act, and it was something I worked on him putting together, was a great feeling, like a very rewarding feeling of joy and accomplishment for him, Levinson said. Positive messages poured in from around the world, Clark said. "I had so many reactions that I can't keep up with it," he said of his appearance on AGT. "I've had thousands and thousands of messages so far. I see my phone blowing up. I see the positive reaction from the rest of the world after I had done this. And I think the global impact I've already had with this is incredible. My outreach has already hit millions of people before AGT, and I really went on the show because I was offered an opportunity, and I thought this is a cool thing to do." True inspiration is showing people what's possible through action, gaining more notoriety on America's Got Talent. Clark said he had been motivating others with his mantra of no excuses, which appears on his website and is a theme of his public speaking. Also featured on the website is the phrase, "You don't need legs to leave a footprint on Earth." Clark previously appeared on The Ellen DeGeneres Show and has been featured in Men's Health magazine, as well as on HBO's Real Sports with Bryant Gumbel. I think that my journey can help people, but at the same time, I am trying to live my own life. So with that being said, if I can just live a fulfilling life and focus on myself, the inspiration part follows naturally, he said. Clark's athletic prowess isn't limited to one sport or endeavor. Accomplishments include setting Guinness World Records as the fastest human on two hands in a 20-meter run at 4.78 seconds. At Washington High School, he won the 100-meter seated and 400-seated events at the 2016 State Track and Field Championships. Last year, Clark won a mixed martial arts fight against an able-bodied opponent in a unanimous decision at Gladiator Challenge, Seasons Beatings. Impressive athlete Massillon's Zion Clark achieves MMA historical first in winning his pro debut. Another fight is being planned, said Levinson, CEO of CL Talent, which specializes in talent management, business consulting, and performance coaching. I'm working with a few UFC, Ultimate Fighting Championship, coaches to see where my skill level is at, Clark said, noting he plans to go to Las Vegas with Levinson to the UFC Performance Institute. Asked if he gets scared when fighting, Clark answered quickly, "If I'm not scared, I'm not really supposed to be there in a fight." Fighting with your fists means you get a second or maybe a half second sometimes to make these decisions to decide whether you're going to win or lose. WWE Professional Wrestling also has expressed interest in possibly working with Clark, Levinson said. I think more like from the wrestler standpoint, where his natural charisma and abilities to entertain could be a good potential partnership with the WWE, said Levinson, who is also friends with Clark and trains him lifting weights. Said Clark, I think it would be something fun, but I have spent more or so, the better part, of 20 years in martial arts. WWE is fine, but my true passion is in the cage. Appearing on AGT also has generated more interest in Clark as a motivational speaker, Levinson said. A lot of people are looking for acceptance in this world or view themselves as an outcast, he said. And I think Zion just being himself is just such a powerful message of people being accepting of who they are and how God created them. Clark remains closely tied to Stark County. On America's Got Talent, he told judges he's from Canton. Born in Columbus, Clark graduated from Massillon's Washington High School, but several of his family members are from Canton. But me and my sisters, we went to Massillon while everybody else went to McKinley, he explained. Rivalry week in high school football usually meant chaos in my household, Clark said with laughter, referring to Massillon Tiger and McKinley Bulldog games. Clark was mostly mum on what he has planned for his follow-up performance on America's Got Talent. Based on the excitement in his voice, it should be special. I don't want to reveal anything, Clark said, but viewers just have to sit back and hold tight. This next performance is going to be a whole other set of skills that I've worked on for 25 years or more. If you like the video, don't forget to like, comment, and share.